And in the wood yard, it's a chainsaw day, and I got some new pants. Here we go. So yesterday, I piled up these logs here, this white oak that I got from Jason, and I'm going to be cutting up today. And because I'm cutting up today, I got something brand spanky new that I'm going to show you. I worked out a deal, actually I should say Adam worked out a deal, with Arb Session in Green Bay. They are a arborist supply company. They sell chainsaws, they sell safety gear, climbing gear, they do custom ropes, they do all kinds of cool things. And they happen to carry Clogger pants. I got 3 pairs. We're gonna wear one of them today. So the 2 pairs that you see in boxes over there, those are, one is a standard heavyweight. It is called the Defender Pro Gen 2 charcoal with fixed vent. The other one is a Zero Ultra Gray Pants 360, which means they've got coverage all the way around as far as cut protection. They gave me all 3 pairs because they want me to try them out, show people what is available, and these are just fantastic pants. Now Adam has a pair of these right here, and these are the ones I'm going to be wearing today. These are the Clogger Denims. They're everyday chainsaw jeans. And so what these are is, instead of having to stop and put chaps on when you're working in the woods, or if you're, say you're on a tractor, say you're on a skidder or something, and you're moving wood, you're cutting wood, and you're on and off a lot, these are actual jeans that have cut protection in them. So very cool. This is something that I've been thinking about getting for a long time, and they came to me and said, hey, would you do some videos for Clogger? And I said, well, sure. So they got me the pants, and I'll be trying these out. Now, Adam has had a pair of these for over a year now, and he absolutely loves them. He wears them here all the time. And a lot of you have made comments when you'll see him cutting with a chainsaw, hey, he doesn't have any chaps on. Well, yes, he does, because these are jeans that are chaps built in, so to speak. I'm going to show you what they look like right now. They are made in New Zealand. Look at that, made in New Zealand. Very nice products here. Does it say right up front? These are not just chaps. These are way better, and they are a little bit more expensive, but they're worth every penny, because if you were to cut your leg, what kind of a price would that be for you to get obviously fixed and then downtime and all that kind of stuff? The average chainsaw cut on a leg is 120 stitches. Let that sink in. I know of several guys that have had chainsaw accidents because they didn't have chaps on, they didn't have any cut protection on, and one guy got infection. As a matter of fact, he was out of work for months because of it, because he got an infection. Because a chainsaw is a nasty thing. I cut my hand one time on a finger, actually, on a chain. I got infection and it pussed up and everything because the oil that's in there is nasty stuff. Well, here they are. These are actual jeans. Look at that, jeans. This is what the back looks like. You can see the pockets. It's got the chainsaw chain on there. Here's the name. It's Clogger. It's a big C and then Logger. And it looks like a chainsaw bar, which is kind of neat. So Clogger is the brand. And I'll show you the inside here. Open this up. So in the back, it's just regular denim, the back. So just like regular jeans. But on the inside, in the front, you've got this material that has the anti-cut material in it. So when and if you were to hit your leg, it would clog up. It would clog your chainsaw so it doesn't cut your leg. And that goes all the way down, all the way to the bottom, all the way down. You can feel it in there. So the back is more regular denim. It's kind of a heavy-duty denim, so I don't know what I would compare it to. It's not a lightweight, easily ripped. I don't know, it just seems like it's tougher, and it should be. So there you go. So there's the jeans. These are the ones I'm going to be wearing today. They got belt loops all the way around, and got pockets. There's also a pocket down here. So if you're going to put like a scrunch in or something, it's got a zipper pocket, so you can close that up. And then the other pockets in the back too. So kind of nice looking. What's cool about these is you can be on the job, leave the job, go into a store and not look like you're in a parade or a costume party or something with all your cutting stuff on. Just looks just like jeans. And that's why some of you have been a little bit confused when you see Adam wearing these, because he's got these on and he's cutting with a chainsaw. So they have the cut protection. So this is the pair I'm going to try on right now, and we're going to do some cutting. And then in the future, I will be doing some videos with the other ones, the ones that are the actual cutting pants, which is what a lot of the arborists use because they're very flexible, lightweight, they breathe, Uh-oh, we lost a box. And they're very, very nice as far as working in, and yet comfortable and safe all at the same time. I don't know the exact numbers. You're going to have to go to ARB Session and check out their prices. If you got questions, you should call and talk to Danny. He is the guy that I dealt with. I did a video just the other day with him, and today's the day I'm going to be wearing these for the first time. So I'm going to slap them on. Not on camera though. I don't want to scare anybody. Okay, so here's the ones that are the Defender Pros and the Zero Ultras. Again, I'm going to be showing those at a later date. Here are the denim ones I'm going to be trying on right now. Also from ARB Session, they do sell the Hikes boots, which these are the Protector Plus 2s, I believe is what those are, my Ruby slippers. I also got my Protos helmet there with the comms. They sell those, and they also sell Husqvarna chainsaws. So they got a lot of good stuff there, and they're right down the road from us, so it's really nice. So when you're looking at getting a pair of these pants for wearing, for cutting, like I said, a lot of guys are going to say, oh, that's a lot of money, but trust me, you'll be glad you did it. You're going to be more comfortable. You're going to be safe. It's not so much just the cut or the repairs to your leg when you cut your leg if you don't wear chaps, because it will happen eventually. And if you're a tough guy and you don't think it's a big deal, good luck. That's all I got to say. I would rather be safe, because the downtime is what would hurt me the most. The not being able to work for weeks or months if you get a really bad cut and you got infection, all that kind of stuff. So there's really not a price you can put on safety, as Adam likes to say, and he is right. Making sure that you're not going to be hurt. In Europe, they actually have to wear all the safety gear. There's laws. They have to wear the helmet, ear protection, eye protection. They have to have the face shield. They have to have cut-resistant gloves. They have to have the high-vis jackets. They have to wear chaps or cutting pants like these. They also have to wear the safety boots with non-cut. They have to wear all the protective gear legally. We don't have that yet. We still do have some freedom here. But with that all being said, smart people are safe people. And safe people are smart people, and vice versa. Okay, so there's the stuff. I'm going to slap the pants on right now, and we're going to get to cutting. Now, one of the other things I want to mention is I did try these on. They have an area there where you can try stuff on. They had different sizes. I didn't know if I was going to be a medium or a large. Now, I tried the mediums on, and they fit fine, but they just fit. And a lot of times I like to wear a pair of like long underwear or something underneath in the wintertime when I'm cutting, if it's cold out. And I want to make sure that, you know, I'm going to be comfortable in them. And the mediums fit just fine. Now, for those of you, if you're going to be comparing yourself to me and what size you should get, the first thing I can tell you is that I am very average. 5'10", 185 pounds. My waist is like a 33-inch, 34-inch, somewhere in there. And like I said, the mediums fit fine. Lengthwise, I got a 32-inch inseam, and they fit fine. But I wanted a little bit extra room, because I'd rather have a little bit extra flexibility and movement. I tried the larges on, a little bit better on the waist, a little bit better for movement. They just seem to not be binding on me, and I know when you're working cutting, you got to be able to move. So for instance, I got the larges. Mediums would have worked. But I myself, I like a little bit more room. So if you're looking at what size is going to be best for you, that's what I would recommend, just gauging on what I did. Also, they do make custom sizes. You can give them your measurements, and they can actually make them custom for you. The factory will actually do longer, shorter inseams, wider waist, whatever. They can do all of that. So you can get custom ones. I don't know exactly how that works. You have to talk to Danny at ARB Session, but you can get them custom made if you've got a unique shape, so to speak. All right, time to get cutting. All right, so I got them on. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. Ooh, yeah, they fit really nice. This pocket, well, I should say the pockets, I tried them out right away, because I always keep a pair of earplugs in my pocket. And I noticed about these is that obviously you're gonna get sawdust in your pockets. It happens. It's got the heavy duty material on the inside too. It's not just a piece of cotton material. So heavy duty, so you can put tools in your pocket there and you won't rip them, which can happen if you stick a scrunch or something in. And then this side pocket here, and open this up. Yeah, it's plenty deep to get a scrunch in there. It goes all the way down to here. So, or you can put your phone in there, which would be nice to keep it out of the way. Back pockets are just standard, but they fit very nice, very comfortable. Now I can tell right away that it's thicker in the front. You can feel it. And it's windy out today. It's about, I don't know, 55 degrees. It's not windy. It's just got a breeze. There's always a wind here. And I know when I turn with my back to the wind, I can feel it. And it's actually cooler on my back and my legs than it is on the front. So they're definitely going to be a little bit warmer in the front and a little cooler in the back. But they do look really nice. Very comfortable. A little bit stiff. And Adam mentioned that too. The material's a little stiff. But I can tell as I move, it moves right with me just fine. So, yeah, they fit really good. So it's time to gear up, put on all my other stuff, and do some cutting. at the carnage I have created. So I ran both saws. The 592, I ran out of gas, and then I started at the 572, and I did about a half a tank on that. Got everything all cut up, and I ripped down a couple of the bigger ones because I found that the odd-shaped ones are hard to roll to get onto the log lift. And a lot of people think, oh, you got a log lift, you don't have to rip anymore. Well, if you get a round that's 300-400 pounds, even if it's round and you can roll it, it's still a lot of work just to get it onto the log lift. So ripping the big ones down is nice, because I found that after shoving around all day long, rolling them to the log lift and then getting up there and then trying to move them up on the actual splitting platform, they're heavy. They're a lot of work, and knocking them down to size is actually easier for me. Ripping them down, if you got a decent saw, you can rip them very, very easily, and it works out great. So I did that. Big difference between the 592 and the 72. Boy, when you go from the 90cc range saw down to a 72, it's like, and a 70cc saw is a nice saw, but that 92 or 93, whatever this is, it cuts. I had both the chains really sharp. I sharpened them before I started, so it worked really good. So I got that all done. The pants are awesome. I'm not sweating at all. Even though when you cut, you kind of work up. I guess I sweat a little bit up on top, but I didn't cut that much. Tank and a half is no big deal. And there's plenty of a breeze today. I don't know if you guys can see the wind here. It's blowing pretty good. Stuff just blows pretty good. So it keeps me kind of cool. There it is. I got that done. Now, I'm gonna go swap out the grapple. I'm gonna put the bucket on, which is around the corner over there. And I'm gonna push this stuff up into a pile here. I'm gonna do that. But you're not gonna see that. You're gonna see it tomorrow, because that's gonna be tomorrow's video. I'm gonna push this stuff up, and then we're gonna start up the Wolf Ridge 17 VS. And I'm gonna get a bunch of this split. I don't know if I'll get it done today, but I'll get a bunch of it done. So that is my plan. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. with another video. Right now, you should go watch the other videos on the channel. There's 1,800 waiting for you. If you like firewood stuff, it's all in there. Good night, Irene.